All right, so what we're going to go ahead and do today is open up Premiere Pro. So click on the search bar on the bottom left and type in Premiere, and the application should show up at the top here. So go ahead and click on that once. Now, if you're opening this for the first time, it may take a couple of minutes, hopefully less, to open up, but just give it a chance to open up. And once it pops up, you should get a window like this, and we are going to create a new project. For the title of the project, we're going to title it Introducing Myself. And make sure to put your last name after the title. Now, do not click OK yet. We got to make sure that we put it in a place that we can find it. So you're going to click on Browse. You're going to click on Documents, and you should have already created a Video Basics folder. So click on that and select Folder. Now, everything on here, we're going to go ahead and keep the same, and then you're going to click OK. So I already created a file, that's why it says that it exists. So I'll just go ahead and click Yes. And what's going to open up is our workspace for editing. So you just got to give it a second and it will pop up. Okay, so this is our main workspace. If at any point your windows do not look like this, what you'll do is look at the top here and just make sure that to click on editing, because this is the workspace that we are going to focus on. If we are doing adding effects or things like that, the workspace may change a little bit, but then we'll always go back to editing. What we're going to go ahead and do next is import our content that we created. So in the bottom left here, this is where all of our content that we're going to use for the video will be placed. And then we'll end up dragging and dropping into this area here on the bottom right, which is our timeline. The top right here, this is where we can see what's going on with our video, so we can view it. And the top left is where we can do some effects. So we are going to work with text and working with movement of the text. Things like that will be done in the upper left area. So to import our content, we are going to go to File. You're going to click on Import. And then I'm going to go back to my documents and look for my Video Basics folder. So I'll double click that. Now, once your content opens up in your Video Basics folder, you're going to go ahead and select the items that you're going to import. So a way to do that is you're going to hold down on your mouse, your left click, and drag over. Now, the only thing that you want to make sure not to select is the project itself. So I'm going to hold down on Control and click that once to deselect it. And all of these items are selected. Another way that you can select your items, you can click on one, hold down on Shift, and it selects a few at a time. But I feel the quickest way is to just drag your mouse over, your cursor over your content, and deselecting the project by holding down on Control and clicking that once. And now I'm going to go ahead and click Open. So your content is going to show up on the bottom left. So everything that you're going to apply to this timeline over here is located on the left-hand side. To save your project, what you're going to do next is go to File and click Save. Now we already named the file and we already placed a file of this in our Video Basics folder. So now all we have to do is click Save, and it'll save it as a Premiere Pro project.